Good morning, folks. Today I want to talk to you about turnarounds. Got some requests this week. People want to know about certain types of turnarounds. And I thought we'd go from blues to jazz in turnarounds, or jazzy, not exactly jazz turnarounds. Anyway, I'm going to use a guitar that's in standard tunings. That's E, A, D, G, B, E. This is the sixth string. This is the first string. Let's talk about a basic turnaround. And this is probably the one that I learned first. It's in the key of E. There's an E, and it goes. Okay, that's a very basic turnaround. So what is it? You're going to go up to the 5th fret with your second finger on the 5th string, and then you're going to go first finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string. It's almost like you're moving the E chord up. And you're going to do like a triplet, with, you're going to play those two strings and then the first string again. So, and then you move that down 1 fret, still playing the first string, down again, still playing the first string, down again, and then I go. That's how I learned it at first. It was. So I go open 5, 2nd fret on the 5th string, or 1st fret on the 5th string, then 2nd fret, and then play that B7th, which is, I put my 2nd finger, 2nd fret 5th, 1st finger, 1st fret 4th, 3rd finger, 2nd fret 3rd, and then open 2nd string, and then the 1st string, 2nd fret with my pinky. And that's a B7th, okay? So that's a basic one. Now, then I started doing different things with it. One thing was I heard Freddie King, and he did it like this. All he did was turn it around. So instead of starting here, I'm taking that and I'm starting with my 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, 1st finger, 1st fret, 3rd string, and doing that same thing. Triple it, and then move up 1 fret. And then open 6th string, slide from the 2nd to the 4th fret on the 6th string, 2nd fret on the 5th string, open 4th string, 2nd fret 5th string, and then that B7th again. So. All right, and that's kind of was my adaptation of what I heard Freddie King doing in his acoustic version of That's All Right, which I think is on his album Live at the Electric Ballroom. Not exactly sure. So there's a variation. Then you can actually do a Skip James type thing and bring it around to the top 3 strings. All right, all I'm doing there is I'm putting my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, or 3rd string, and I'm playing all the strings. And then I move up a fret, up a fret. All right, then I'm going to put my 2nd finger on the 4th fret on the 3rd string, 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And that kind of gets an E7th. And then move it down. What am I doing there? Move down a fret, and then I'll take my 3rd finger, put it on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, like that. Bum, bum, bum. 2nd fret, move the whole thing down. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, 2nd fret now. And then, and all I'm doing there is going to the 3rd string and making a trill on the 1st fret, like that. And then I just take that B7th, move the whole contraption up a fret, and come back down into that 2nd fret. Okay, so again. Okay, and you just give it a little flair there at the end. And you can also do these turnarounds in other keys. All right, so let's talk about the Robert Johnson turnaround. All right, I call it the Robert Johnson turnaround. It's that. All right, so we're in A. We've got our pinky on the 5th fret on the 1st string, and we're going to take our 3rd string and put it on the 5th fret of the 4th string and play them together. We're going to play the pinky three times. And then we're going to move down a fret on the 4th string. Play that pinkies, keep the pinky on the 5th fret of the top string and play that 2 times. Then we'll go down a fret on the 4th string and then down again on the 4th string. Always holding the pinky on the 5th fret on the top string. And all that is I'm playing an E7. So, I'm holding an E, which is open 6, 2nd fret 5th, 2nd fret 4th, 1st fret 3rd, open 2nd, open 1. But I'm playing with my thumb the open 6, and I'm hammering on with my 1st finger onto the 1st fret of the 3rd string. And then I'm playing the 1st string, and then I'm putting my pinky on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and playing that. So it goes. All right, there's another kind of a turnaround. You could also do this in G, and I want to show you something in G that's something I got from Reverend Gary Davis, and you can do it in any key. It's easiest to learn in G first. So you're basically taking that from the A position, and you're moving it down here, but you're not going to play the G at the high G, which is on the 3rd fret on the top string, the 1st string. All right, what you're going to do is go. All right, so you're going to play a G, which what I do for this lick is I'll just go. So I'll use my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret on the 6th string. Use the meat of that finger to block off the 5th string so I don't have to worry about it. Hear that? That's because I'm resting that finger on there. All right, now kind of we'll just play that, and then. So all I'm doing is I'm going to have my pinky on the 3rd fret on the 4th string and play 4, 3, and 2 together. And then I'm going to kind of make a C. I'm going to put my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And then I'm going to switch my fingers. 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the 2nd string, 1st finger, 1st fret of the 4th string. All right, and then I usually end up with my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string and the 4th and 3rd strings open. Now I'm playing all 3 of those, 4, 3, and 2 together that whole time. So okay, and that's a really cool lick. How do you move that around? You can go. Excuse me. Just like that. So what was that? All right. If I'm in, let's say I'm in the key of C. That means that I'm going to do my formation. I'm going to bar across strings 4, 3, 2, and 1 at the 5th fret. And I'm going to put my pinky up here on the 8th fret on the 1st string. That's a C chord. That's an inversion of one. Then I'm going to eliminate, not worry about that top string, and we're just using strings 4, 3, and 2. I usually put my 3rd finger on the 8th fret of the 4th string, and I use my 1st finger to kind of block off the 2nd and 3rd string. And then 3rd finger, 7th fret, 4th string, 1st finger, 5th fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 6th fret, 2nd string. Then I'll switch these again, and I'll go second finger, 6th fret, 4th string, first finger, 5th fret, 3rd string, third finger, 7th fret, 2nd string. And then I'll simply bar again, 4, 3, and 2 at the 5th fret, and I'll take my pinky and put it on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So, and that's that. So it really works well. That type of a lick will work well for you, any kind of blues or ragtime guitar or any of that. All right, so those are some good turnarounds, basic types of turnarounds that you can use, you know. This one. All right, so at the end, all I did was I started with that. All right, I'm trying to get a Robert Johnson feel, even though I'm in standard tuning, which he did use sometimes. And all I do to get that feel in G is basically I'm going to play a G. I have my pinky on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And now I'm going to play a G7th and alternate back and forth. And the way I play a G7th is I'll put my first finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string. And I'm still using that same formation where I'm using my 3rd finger to go up here to the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and I'm using the fat of my 3rd finger to block off the 5th string. All right. Now, let's expand a little bit more on our basic of basic turnarounds. All right. So, when we go to the essence of a turnaround, it's basically trying to outline in an interesting way these chords. I know, that's really boring, right? E, A, E. So it goes. Now, what did I do there? You can use a lick. You can use almost any lick. Right? Almost any lick can go in there. Let me give you two. So, the first one is one I use a lot. And I got that lick from Scrap or Blackwell. All right? And all I'm doing is I'm playing an open E, boom. And then I'm going on the top string, the first string, 3, 5, 3, and then open. 3, 5, 3, open, and then I'm going 3, open on the second string, and then playing the open first string again. All right, and then you can either go, or you can go. All right, so what am I doing? All I'm doing is second fret on the third string, boom, and then I hit both the first and second strings together and alternate it, boom, pop, boom. And then I do that trill on the first fret on the string, third. And then I just give it a, where I'm taking my hand, pulling up, going down. All right, and then I'm just playing a B7th in some way. I'm either sliding down into it. All right, and all I did there was take the root of the B7th, which is on the 5th string, and it would be on the 2nd fret, and I play it with my second finger. But instead of playing that, I'll play the 6th string 2nd fret. And it gives it that meatier sound, so. All right, so there's one way to really like enhance a turnaround. Okay, then you can go. All you're doing is a different lick. All that is you're going to go to the 8th fret on the second string, bend it up a little bit. 7th fret on the first string, 9th fret on the first string. Then you're going to go back to the 8th fret on the second string, and then you're going to kind of rake down at the 9th fret on the 3rd and 4th string, like that. And then 7th fret on the 3rd string, and then, excuse me. All right, so it's that, and I go ahead and I grab the 4th string at the 9th fret and just slide down to the 7th fret. And either do that, or I go and do the trill. So, what am I doing? Like that. All right, so I may not have outlined that one real well, but here it is slow. Okay, now, those are ways you can enhance, and you know, I could give you example after example, you know, like, Stevie Ray Vaughan is a great person to listen to for learning how to throw licks into the middle of a turnaround, all right, because he did all kinds of stuff. Now, let's go up in time a little bit, and let's talk a little bit about the jazzier turnarounds that I use in, like, and I'll use a turnaround like this. All right, so first place, I'm in the key of G now. Now, let's talk about some chords. You're going to have the G, then you're going to have an E7th up on the 7th fret. And all I'm doing is taking a C7th from the first formation. If you don't know how to make a C7th, you would put your 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, pinky, 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then 1st fret, 1st finger, 2nd string. And you just move that up to the 7th fret and you've got an E, okay? And then A, D7. So this is the basic, that is the basic sort of jazzy blues turnaround, okay? And it's called a 1-6-2-5. And that is a whole other concept that has to do with scale degrees. All right. Now, what am I doing there? All I'm doing is walking in half steps through the chords. So, I'll play a G7th like this. 1st finger, 3rd fret, 6th string. 2nd finger, 3rd fret, 4th string. 3rd finger, 4th fret on the 3rd string, and I just don't play any other strings. And then I'm going to put 1st finger, 7th fret, 5th string. Oh no, that's 2nd finger, 7th fret, 5th string. 1st finger, 6th fret, 4th string. 3rd finger, 7th fret, 3rd string. And I'm going to play those. And then I'm going to play a B flat just to work down to the A. And that is the same formation as the G that I had down here, except I'm moving it up to the 6th fret. And then I'm moving it back to the 5th fret to do the A. And then I'm doing a D7th, and I'm doing the same formation as I did for the E, but I'm moving it back to the 5th fret. So it's... All right, and you can move all the way down. You can... You can just keep going back and forth in that. Now, how do you expand that a little bit and give it a little bit of I don't even know the word, just to give it some spice, I guess. Now, I'm not going to go through all those chords with you, but I want to show you the basics of what I'm doing to get that. All right, so I'm starting with what's known as a G13 chord, which is a dominant seventh type of chord for G, or I'm doing the dominant seventh form of it. All right, now don't freak out that I use those words. Here's the chord. First finger, third fret, sixth string. Second finger, third fret, fourth string. Third finger, second finger, third fret, fourth string. Fourth fret, third string with the second finger. And then the fifth fret on the first and second strings, and I play that out with my pinky. All right? And then you know the Jimi Hendrix chord. That's just first finger, seventh fret, fifth string, or first finger, sixth fret, fourth string, second finger, seventh fret, fifth string, third finger, seventh fret, third string, and pinky on the eighth fret on the second string. Just like in that. All right, just like out of Purple Haze. And I'm just sliding up. And if you're at the seventh fret with it, with your second finger is at the seventh fret, that's an E Jimi Hendrix chord, or an E7 sharp 9. So you're going to go boom, slide in. Now, what are we doing there? That is I don't even know what that is. That's like a B flat 7 with a flat 5. Please don't freak out. I'm going to show you how to play it. So you put your second finger. We're going to do this together, guys. We're going to learn together. We're going to grow and be, and I know you can do it. Your second finger on the seventh fret on the sixth string, right? Your third finger on the seventh fret on the fourth string. Your pinky on the seventh fret. I'm sorry, your sixth fret on the sixth and fourth string. Seventh fret with the pinky on the third string. Oh, and there you've gotten that formation for seventh chord. Then you're just going to take your first finger and put it on the fifth fret on the second string. And it's going to act to lead you from this. Now you're going to turn that A seventh into a minor seventh. We got this. I promise you can do it. I take my second finger, put it on the fifth fret of the sixth string. Then I take my third finger and I go ahead and bar the fourth, second, and third strings. And I let the fat of my fingers make it where the first and the fifth string don't ring. Right? All right, now all I'm doing is a ninth chord and moving it down. And what's a ninth chord? Here's how you make a ninth chord. A D ninth is made at the fifth fret. Second finger, fifth fret, fifth string. First finger, fourth fret, fourth string. Third finger bars across the fifth fret on the first, second, third string. And I'm just moving, sliding it in. You can slide it either way. All right, so. And then slide back into that G13th. All right, now, there's lots of different ways you can jazz it up. You can change the chord's tonality. You can do all kinds of things, like, depending on how jazzy you want to get. All right, all that is taking that 13 chord and just moving it up to the 6th fret. 5th fret, 4th fret, open. Not open, but 3rd fret. All right, that's all you're doing is moving these chords around in a chromatic way. So experiment with all this. Have fun with it. And then what I would suggest that you do is go on to YouTube and look up backing tracks. Sometimes you can find backing bass and drum tracks in certain keys and just practice in those keys. Make sure you practice with a metronome if you're going to just practice by yourself. and do it in the 12-bar blues form. Don't try to get off in left field in any of this Charlie Parker type stuff. Just jump in and do it on the blues and see what happens, because it will make it where things are going to open up for you and you'll be doing stuff that you didn't even know you could do. And I know you can do it. All right? Say, have a good week and thanks for watching.